Si PhilHealth ho is a quasi-judicial organization. Ibig sabihin, si PhilHealth ho can conduct the investigation, they will conduct the proceeding, they will conduct the hearing, they will manage the grievances, sila ho mag-i-issue ng order, sila ho mag-i-issue ng resolution, they will refer to the experts, they will deny the application, and they will restore the accreditation and impose fine. Quasi-judicial ho ang term dyan. Sila ho ang gagawa ng lahat. So kung criminal ho yan, if a criminal act, sila ho yung nag-investigate, sila ho yung investigador, sila yung prosecutor, sila yung judge, sila yung jury, okay? Sila yung Bureau of Jail, okay? So sila lahat. Ang ibig sabihin yan, quasi-judicial. Nasa batas ho yan. So basically, if quasi-judicial sila, so umpisa pa lang, pag may legal na, mahirap na ho ang kaso ninyo. Okay? So mahihirapan ho kayo because everything, sila na lahat eh. Okay? So ganun ho ang role. That is quasi-judicial. That is legal. I mean, legal ho yan. Nasa batas yan. So, offenses ho committed by the hospitals. These are now defined by the new law, the UHC law. The violations or the offenses are either fraudulent, unethical, or there is abuse. Okay? Now, for the penalties naman ho, to simplify it, dati ho, napakamura. Okay? Ngayon ho, tinasan yan. Ginawa na ho, ang fine is 200,000 per count or suspension. Okay? Dati ho, pababayaran lang kayo ng 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 depende sa level ng offense. Ngayon ho, per count is 200,000. Kung ang claim natin ay 15,000, pneumonia, nagkaroon tayo ng fraudulent case, 15,000 lang, okay? Sisingilin ho kayo ng 200,000 per count. Kung meron kayong 20 cases, sisingilin ho kayo ng 200,000 per 20. Okay? So, but may mga details dyan ho sa legal process na pwede nating lusutan. So, for the fraudulent cases, it's nice to know this is all about padding of the claims, you have submission of reports, no? Reports ho kasama na. Okay? Kasi humihingi ng reports ang konsulta package. So kapag meron hong mga malicious or mga questionable reports kayong sinasubmit, okay, that's fraudulent already. Extending period confinement, misrepresentation, and fabrication. Yan ho yung mga fraudulent acts. So, wag ho kayong magulat, meron hong mga overlapping ho ito. There are also unethical. Tawag ho dyan yung overbilling, merong upcasing, no? Unethical daw yan, no? Meron ding recruitment practice and refusal to admit or to provide appropriate service. Unethical ho yan. So again, may overlapping yan, no? So ito, abuse of authority. Filing of multiple claims, merong report, okay? Filing of multiple report, breach of warranties ho, okay? Abuse of authority yan. And unauthorized procedure ba yan? Okay? So dyan lang ho yan umiikot sa tatlo. Binago ho yan ni UHC law. Okay? Now, it's very important, ganito yan. Kapag may legal ho, may legal problem, it will usually involve the hospital and it will usually involve the doctor. Most of the time, dalawa ho yan. So what I usually tell my clients is sana i-unify ninyo yung approach ninyo or yung legal response ninyo. Okay? So, kasi kayong dalawa. Ngayon, pag disorganized yan, magkakaproblema ho kayo. So, that is the suggestion. It's best to unify the strategy and unify the legal response. So, wag ho ninyong hayaan yung doktor ninyo gumawa lang ng sulat at hindi pinakita sa inyo. Okay? Magkakaproblema ho kayo dyan. Baka ho yung sinulat ay hindi naman tugma sa isusulat ninyo. So, you need now to unify everything. Okay? So, I will proceed po with the flow of procedure. Ito, nice to know, no, para sa inyo. If you are here, you are a doctor, or if you are managing a hospital, step 1, or the first thing that will happen is there will always be a complaint. Kapag may complaint ho, okay, be it from the hospital, or rather from the patient, or from audit. The most common complaint is from PhilHealth audit. Yung complaint yan galing sa post-audit or galing sa BAS. So from a complaint, the next step is fact-finding. So ang fact-finding ho, ipapaalam ho sa inyo na may problema. Okay? So there are times you will be asked for a justification or an explanation. Now, if based on the fact-finding, they will see that there is really a cause to file a case against you and the hospital, it will proceed to number 3. The preliminary investigation, which will now happen sa central office. Okay? Most of the time, they will ask for documents only. And then, they will see the documents, ano ho yung pinadala ninyo. Now, you will be asked to give a justification or a verified answer sa number 3. Ang problem ho dito, dapat ang hinihingi is a clinical justification. Okay? Huwag ho ninyong ibigay lahat sa abogado yan. Ito ho yung problema ng mga hospitals. Pinaubaya lahat sa lawyer. So most of the time, based on my experience, the lawyer are not doing good, okay, in providing a clinical justification. From number 3, if they are not sold out in your justification, they will now proceed to adjudication or arbitration. Ito hong number 4, ito na ho yung husgado, ito yung judge. Ito ho siya magde-decide kung isususpend ka ba or hindi, or ano bang gawin sa hospital and sa doktor. Okay? From the adjudication, you will also be asked to provide a verified answer. That's number 4.